beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Atkins. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Cavaliers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to James. With the fadeaway, the Cavaliers again can't hit. And here's Boston. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
And two teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
Yeah, they'd settle for 500 against most teams. Both squads win challenge, perhaps a way to put it. But one of them has got to win tonight.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. And now the first timeout called here for Boston. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
The three from Davis. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Yeah, you hate losing a game that you control for 3 quarters, but that fourth was just really an abomination in terms of how they played, and unfortunately, they took it out.
Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Now, here's Ilgauskas. 9 points last game out. 6 to shoot. Here's LeBron. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Nice looking stroke from LeBron James. Tell you what, he's got the lift and the mechanics down pat.
Ripped away. And here's the break. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Pierce. Good on the bucket. Pierce has got 5 points so far.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Pass to Boozer. Right wing. Knocked away. Ilgauskas in the post. Covered by Perkins. Clock at 4. And here's James outside. A shot off that time. And so it's Pierce with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Atkins misses. For Cleveland, they've gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. That's tipped, and they'll keep possession. Ilgauskas. Here's Boozer. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Here's the pass to Perkins. Davis looking for an opening. Got a hand on it.
Yeah, and Ilgauskas stretching out there to block shots. Superb at using that huge wingspan to come up with rejections.
Now here's Boozer. He's coming off a 10-point game against Denver. Here's McGinnis. A 3-pointer off the mark. Boston trailing. Here's Atkins. Yep, that one goes. So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Jones checked in for LaFrance.
Jermaine Jones.
Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Davis against LeBron. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Great find by LeBron. Very few rookies at any position have his vision.
For Cleveland, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Celtics trail by 3. Davis, the pass to Jones. Pierce against James. The shot by Pierce will not go.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Back to James. Outside Boozer. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Newble. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Davis. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Atkins. Kicks it out to Jones. From outside, off the mark. Pass to Ilgauskas. And Jones over to help. And it's Ilgauskas missing. Celtics trail by 3. Outside, Davis. Right side, Jones. And it's Perkins in the corner. Boston again missing.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Atkins with the bucket.
Oh, pretty shot. The floater is pretty much unstoppable. Defenders have no shot to block it.
Pass to Boozer. On the wing, James. Back to Boozer. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Really left alone that time. He's got 8.
Really smooth stroke from out there. He's dialed in.
Boston's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Now a timeout called by Boston. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Davis. Off the inbound, no good.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Wagner outside. Back to Parker. Unloads. They get the rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Davis with it. And in the game with the Lakers, he did not play that well.
First personal foul, second team foul.
Off the inbound. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Here's Bremer. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. 6 on the shot clock. Parker with no one around. Here's Boozer. And Boozer throws it down.
And he was determined to come away with points on that possession. Great hustle.
Outside, Jones. Here's Davis. Here's McCarty. And Boozer with the block. Davis against Parker. And the dunk by Parker.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
So it's the Celtics now, following the score by Cleveland.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Wagner passes to Chuck. Here's Bremer, the 3. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
I really like how he drew the contact. That is why you want to attack the rim.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Cavaliers?
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
I tell you what, they have outworked the opposition and have capitalized on the putbacks, bagging their own groceries tonight, boys.
LaFrancis checked in for the Celtics. Wagner passes to Jones. Here's Bremer. He's guarded by Davis. And another three for Cleveland.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Outside, Jones. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Here's Jop. Hasn't made one yet. Baseline J on the way. Here's Boozer. LaFrance pulls it in. Celtics trail by 10. 46 seconds left to play in the first. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Out left to the wing. Here's Bremer. Here's Boozer. No good. Good work defensively by Jones. And it's Jones with the ball for the Celtics. And Boozer throws it down.
I believe the defense saw that coming, but still had no answer.
Now here is Davis. Defense right on him. It's rebounded by Cleveland. It's Parker outside, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Cleveland ahead. They're up by 10. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
Now here's Jones. Last time out he had 14 points. Now Cleveland moving it up. James jackhammers it down.
Making it look all too easy. James rises up with such aggressiveness on those dunks.
Here's Crotty.
Away team foul. Wagner, second personal foul. First team foul.
Jones against Wagner. Jones, no luck. The Cavaliers leading by 12. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Ilgauskas. And he gets the bucket. Here's Crotty. Pass to LaFrance. Jones, no one around him. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jones has got 6.
That's getting to your spot and then trusting that the ball will find you.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
So much hype has followed and surrounded LeBron all alone at the stripe. That's when the pressure might affect a player as young as him.
The free throw line's a great way to see how confident a player's feeling.
And out of bounds, the Cavaliers will take it.
The ball goes to the away team.
The Cavaliers leading by 12. To the paint. And finished off by LeBron.
This rook is something else. How about the hops of LeBron James?
Boston's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Blunt, covered by Ilgauskas. Blunt can't get it to go. The Cavaliers have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Here's LeBron. That shot misses. Good D by Jones. The Celtics have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. They get a hand on it. Pass to Crotty. Here's Blunt. 5 on the clock. Jones, the pass to McCarty. This one for 3. The rebound by Ilgauskas. Ilgauskas has got 6 rebounds in the game. In the corner, it's James. Now, here's Ilgauskas. Defense is right there. Jop. And he uses the glass on the layup. Jop's got his first basket of the night.
Oh, good touch from the interior. That's a high percentage shot.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Here we go, fans. Make some noise for Boston Celtics.
Celtics trail by 16. Pass to McCarty. Here's LaFrance. And Jones has it in the corner. Fades and shoots. Drills it from outside. Jones has got 9.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Here's Jop. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's McCarty. Another shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Boston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The Celtics making a switch here. Jones is checked in.
Hey, I've said it before. It's worth repeating. You cannot underestimate the importance of free throws.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. He's got 11.
And James has the chance to become an elite-level passer.
Pass to McCarty. Now here's Jones. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Jop, defended by Jones. Fades. Jop can't make it work. And it's Jones with the ball for the Celtics. 15-point game. And that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year. Pass to Jones. Here's McCarty. From past the arc. And Jones slams it in.
That is how you finish.
Some changes for Boston. Perkins comes in for Blunt. And Pierce subbed in for Dante Jones. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The Cavaliers leading by 12. It's a pick by Ilgauskas. Here's McGinnis. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Ilgauskas has got 6.
And I like how tenacious Ilgauskas is. Once he catches the ball, he feels like no one is stopping.
Outside, Jones. Here's Pierce. LeBron grabs the miss. Cleveland's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And good that time.
And if you want to score in the NBA, it's not easy. You have to make those tough contested shots like that one.
Here's McCarty. Pass to Jones. Here's Childs. Left side Pierce. Just 4 to shoot. Over Newble. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
shot. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Here's Childs. Still yet to score. Got a piece of it. Here's LeBron, and LeBron throws it down hard.
We knew this about him coming in. LeBron can get a little freaky with it when he goes up top.
Pass to McCarty. Pierce with it to halt the run. No good on the layup. Here's LeBron. The second effort. Boston grabs the miss. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Jones with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Here's Jop. 6 points for him. Pass to LeBron. Beyond the arc. And it's Paul Pierce with the rebound. Celtics trail by 20. And Jones gets it to go in on the assist by Pierce. Jones has got 14 points for the game. Timeout called, Cleveland. Cavaliers making a switch here. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Bremer passes to Augustus. Newble, defended by Pierce. For three, Bremer with the bucket. 9 points in the game so far.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Atkins passes to Davis. Off target from outside.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Over to the wing. Here's Bremer. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight. And here is Davis. He's got 5. Outside, Pierce. Pass to LaFrance. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Ilgauskas has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Newble is guarded by Davis. And here is Parker. To the right side. Clock at 6. They get it back. Not going to go that time. And it's the Celtics ball. Here's Bremer driving to the basket. Chalk up 2 there. Bremer's got 7 now in this quarter.
Saw the lane and did not hesitate.
Pass to Pierce. Here's LaFrance. He's covered by Boozer. LaFrance passes to Pierce. To stop the run, he lays it in. Pierce has got 7 points in the game.
Inside, outside, mid-range, Pierce is a problem everywhere on the floor.
Now here's Boozer. Here's Bremer. Pass to Boozer. Second shot opportunity, and you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
Good hustle right there. I love that effort. Just a little late in the act.
And that whistle got a huge response from this crowd, and it was not a positive one.
No, it wasn't. They were actually in absolute disbelief were the fans when that call was made.
Wagner's checked in for Cleveland.
That is how you use the shot fake, folks.
The Cavaliers leading by 23. .143 left now here in the second. There's the triple. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Boozer. The Celtics shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Here's Atkins. He's got 5. Oh, that's blocked. And they'll get another chance. Just 5 on the clock. Inside. And then it's Pierce with the jam.
Oh, Pierce rising and throwing it down. Not known for his vertical, but he's got a little more bounce than we thought.
Now here's James. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pierce the pass to Atkins. Here's LaFrance. Here's Pierce. Pass to LaFrance. Back to Pierce. A second chance effort. And he lays it up and in. Pierce has got 13.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Now here's Boozer. 12 points for him. And here's LeBron outside. Pierce with a rebound. Pierce has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Perkins. Here's Atkins. Launches it. And Boozer with the block. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Cavaliers lead by 19. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You have to like what we've seen from Jones.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Here's Atkins. Outside, Davis. From deep. Buries the long-range jumper. Davis has got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Celtics. Out to the right wing. Here's Newble. Here's Ilgauskas, and the jam by Ilgauskas.
Ilgauskas is a 7'3" big man who does a really solid job rebounding the ball.
Pass to Davis. To the inside, LaFrance. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Strong play on the interior, forcing the defender to overcommit.
This is his first free throw of the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
You know, guys, when you look at those numbers last year for him, I think it does affect how much you're willing to go after contact, because you're a little fearful of getting to the foul line unless you're in the and one situation. Too many trips to the line when you shoot it as poorly as he does actually can hurt you.
And Boston has possession. Carlos Boozer unable to get his shot to go. Here's LaFrance. And the 3 off target. And so James will bring it up for the Cavaliers. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Ilgauskas in the post. Pierce on him. Ilgauskas in the post. Defended by Pierce. And the jam by Ilgauskas. Great game for him. Double-doubled out. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Here's LaFrance. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
And so here's Cleveland after the basket by Boston. Here's Newble. Hands it from downtown. 14 points for him.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
Pass to Atkins. Out to the right wing. Outside, Davis. Perkins with the screen for Davis. Over Newble. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Ilgauskas has got 11 rebounds in the game. It's LeBron with the drive. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. The Cavaliers shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. James, no good on the free throw.
And I don't know if we've ever seen a player come into the league with as much height and expectations as LeBron James. He's dealing with a lot of pressure at a very young age.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 11. Fires the three. And Boston with the rebound. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Atkins. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. And it's in there. Wagner's got his first bucket of the night.
It looked like that was going to be blocked, but then he pulled the Houdini act and flipped it in for the score.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Pierce with it. He's picked up by James. The shot by Pierce, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here.
Paul Pierce does a bit of everything. Such a deadly scorer, and he is giving this team fits.
Wagner outside. LeBron James on the wing. Pierce covering. James. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Paul Pierce.
Hard work rewarded inside. Love to see that.
LeBron James.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Atkins. He has 5. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Here's Pierce. Rebound by Parker. Cleveland leading by 22. Down low. It's stolen by Davis. For 3, Pierce drills the three-pointer. Pierce has got 5 points in the quarter.
And when your mechanics are as strong as Pierce's, putting up a quick shot is not that hard.
James looking it over. Here's Bremer. Wagner kicks to Jop. Parker outside. Pass to James. To the right side. Here's Bremer. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Atkins passes to LaFrance. And the rejection by James.
And terrific timing on the rejection. James embraces setting the tone on the defensive end.
Wagner outside. Parker outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's James. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Here's Pierce. The shot from the low post is good. Pierce has got 20 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Pass to Bremer. Here's James. Tries again. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. James has got 14 points for the game.
Already really controlled and composed inside. LeBron knows when to hold them or fold them.
Here's Davis. And Jock with the block. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession.
Substitutions for the Celtics. Jermaine Jones. John Crotty.
They swipe it. Here we go. James heading to the hoop. Changes up. And Jones pulls it down. Celtics trail by 19. Here's Crotty. Outside, Jones. Pass to LaFrance. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Davis. And Jock with the block.
Snuffed it out. What a timely block that was.
Here's James. He gets that one. He's got 16. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Cleveland?
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
And we also got to highlight how lackluster the opposition has been in terms of boxing out. This team is flat out bullying them on the offensive glass.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. For Cleveland, they have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts, and he makes the first. And Cleveland making a change here. Boozer's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Crotty. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Davis wide open. He shoots. Nailed from three-point land. Davis has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Celtics. Now Parker. Here's Bremer. Boozer. It's good on the putback.
What hustle on the offensive glass, finding ways to capitalize, paying off that hard work.
Blunt, he's checked in for the Celtics.
Third personal foul. Second team foul. Now into the lineup for the Celtics. Number 30, Mark Blunt.
Pass to Crotty. To the middle. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Boozer double-teamed. Chop kicks to Parker. 6 to shoot. Now Wagner. Shot, high post. Here's Boozer, and Boozer throws it down.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Get lost, Boston!
Left side, Davis. Outside, Jones. No good on the triple.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
They get it again. Shot, and that one is hammered home.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Hard work on the offensive glass always does that. I mean, his fans will remember the dunk, but the coaches love the rebound.
Savvy pass, moving the ball to the person with the best shot on the floor.
Wagner with it. Pass to Bremer. Trains the three-pointer. Bremer's got 5 points now this quarter.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Here's Davis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Celtics have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9.
One of the worst in the league a season ago, just 72%.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
And here are the Cavaliers now. Here's Bremer. He's got 18. Pass to Parker.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left in the third quarter. Fires it up. The offensive rebound. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. For Cleveland, they have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. First one falls for him.
Shooting for the away team, Carlos Boozer.
And he makes both free throws. Here's Crotty. Outside, Jones. Pass to Childs. Here's McCarty. Outside, Jones. Shot clock at 5. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Ilgauskas has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Pass to Bremer. Shoots the 3. Rebound Boston. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Childs. Still scoreless. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And you know, that's not the kind of percentage any player wants to see next to his name at the end of the season.
And he can't hit the second. Cleveland's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. The Cavaliers have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. And the first one at the line is good.
Shooting for the away team, Bremer taking 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Childs. Pass to Blunt. Outside, Jones. There's a screen. 3 on the clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one is on Ilgauskas. He's shooting free throws, number 4 and 5 here. And he knocks down the first one.
At the line, Jermaine Jones.
And so Jones nails both of them. Well, Cleveland shooting around 44% in this third quarter. And here is Ilgauskas. Boston grabs the miss. Once got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. With the drive, and he goes in for the dunk.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
A little disorganized that time, and the result 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Guys, there has to be better rim protection than that, though. Not very good.
Jones. And so it's Cleveland in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's... And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Inside, here's Boozer, and Jones sends it back. A finish, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Pass to Ilgauskas. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
And no doubt the size of Ilgauskas can be intimidating. He is a huge player with a surprisingly soft touch.
Wagner's checked in for Cleveland. Celtics shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Here's Childs. Pass to Jones. It's good.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's Boozer. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Here's McCarty. Bangs home the trifecta.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Wagner outside. Here's Ilgauskas. It's blocked. Poke loose and stolen by James. That one goes. Count it.
This is how gifted LeBron is. This kid is tough and able to score through contact.
Free throw good, LeBron. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Pass to Blunt. Outside, Jones. Here's Childs. He's defended by Wagner. 6 on the shot clock, and Jones with the stuff.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right.
Here's Childs, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. The Cavaliers leading by 17. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Ilgauskas. Wagner outside. On the wing, James. And he gets it back.
With that offensive rebound right there, they're likely to have the last possession.
Pass to Blunt. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Cleveland's head coach was talking about with his team. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Thank you, David. McCarty, the pass to Crotty. Outside, Jones. Here's Childs. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Oh, you got to be careful guarding him out there because he's more than capable of drawing fouls.
Boston making a switch here. Pierce is checked in. A switch here also for Cleveland. Parker's checked in for Wagner. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. 13-point lead. To the inside. Shoots a fader. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Tremendous hustle, working hard for that bucket.
The Celtics have gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6. Outside, Pierce. From downtown, it's rebounded by Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Cleveland leading by 15. To the wing on the left. Oh, the lob to Parker. Pierce with the steal. Fast break. Here we go. Here's McCarty over James. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on LeBron James. That free throw, no good.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
Cavaliers have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Pass to Ilgauskas. Parker outside. Clock at 6. Now here's LeBron. And here is Ilgauskas, covered by Perkins.
Access denied. Timed that one perfectly.
Jones checked in for the Celtics.
For the Celtics, number 31.
And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
4-second shot clock violation. Boston ball.
Celtics trail by 15. Parker against Davis. It's deflected. And here is LeBron. Into the lane. Ilgauskas. Good.
And the court vision of LeBron is something special. There's a reason he's been compared to Magic Johnson.
Pass to Atkins. Here's Pierce. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Boston making a switch here. LaFrance is checked in. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Pierce. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Pierce has got 9 points here in the second half.
Pierce's jump shot makes quick work of the mid-range opening, lethal from that area of the floor. Refined and perfected.
Here's Ilgauskas. Perkins with the block. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
The ball goes to the away team. Checking in for the away team.
Here's James.
Number 14. Ira.
Three-pointer on the way. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Cavaliers lead by 21.
Good job getting a nice look on that jumper there.
Pass to Atkins. Now Pierce, covered by LeBron. No good from 11 feet.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Looking to end his cold spell. Good. James has got 21.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
For 3, Pierce traps in the tray. 25 points in the game.
An excellent jump shot. Pierce doesn't need a lot of room to get that off.
To the paint. The kick out to Boozer. Four on the clock. Here's Newble. They grab their own miss. To the middle. Second chance shot, and it's blocked. Outside, Davis takes it inside, and Davis throws it down.
And that's how you take it to the rim, with authority.
Cleveland leading by 18. Outside, James. Pass to Ilgauskas. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's Atkins. Outside, Davis. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Inside, and stolen by Perkins. Here's Pierce. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
LeBron James.
Celtics trail by 20. Here's Atkins. Pass to Pierce. Fires for 3. Boozer with the rebound. Cleveland's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
third personal foul. Fifth.
First free throw is good.
At the line for the away team. McInnes.
He hits both from the stripe. Now here is Davis. Pass to LaFrance. Left side Pierce. Hits the target from 18 feet. Pierce has got 27.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
And the foul on Paul Pierce. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. And we'll go to the line to shoot two. And he can't get the first one. And the Cavaliers making a change here.
2 shots.
So he can't get either to fall. Celtics trail by 20. Here's Davis. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Davis has got 14 points here in the second half. Wagner outside. Pass to Bremer. Here's the screen. Here's Jop. Rebound by the Celtics. Perkins got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Davis. That's in there. Perkins with the assist. 21 points for Davis.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Here's Bremer.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left in the fourth quarter. 5 to shoot. Here's Wagner. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And so it's Pierce with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 16.
Great poise and agility. You knew Pierce would get that to fall.
And Cleveland making a change here. Nalon's checked in. Cavaliers shooting only 35% in the fourth quarter. The offense looking a little rickety. Here's Wagner. Here's Jop. And nothing is falling for him right now. Boston's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Pierce. And McCoy pulls it down. Cleveland leading by 13. Here's Bremer. Pass to Wagner. Here's Bremer. The tray. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. And he's good on the first of 3.
Taking 3 shots.
He hits the second from the line. So Boston ends up going with a new group. It's good, and he's 100% from the line thus far. Here's Childs. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Cavaliers.
Their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Yeah, excellent defense around the rim there, Kevin. They were disciplined and focused.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
Man, always nice to get win number 1 against the opponent. You'll be seeing a total of this matchup 4 times over the course of the year. So they set the tone tonight, though, for their season series against the Celtics.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Carlos Boozer.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
And here are the Cavaliers now. It's a 16-point game. To the left side wing. Nalon's shot is off. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Here's Bremer. And there it is for him.
Bremer, assisted by Nalon.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports.